Alright, so we are sorry for the technical issue there. We are back again, and believe me, we are coming to give you all the things that you need to know live here on KFM television. And I told you that we are also streaming live on Facebook, so you can go there and watch us live. If you are not with your television set, you can watch us live there, and then everything will be good. If you have any opinion or any message to send, you can send it there, and we will open that and read all that to you live here. And on YouTube too, we are there, Gen Leaders TV. So if you go there, you see most of our videos there. You can also watch, you like, you comment, and then you share the video for a friend to also have a view of the video. And this Bringing On is sponsored by Zoe Mama's Bread. This bread is unique, lovely, and nice bread. The bread that you yourself, you have never tasted some. And so this time around, I don't want to speak much about the bread. You need to have a taste of the bread. And so as you can see your screen, yourself, in fact, you can eat this bread without, in fact, without anything, and you are okay to go. If you are, you can locate them. You can locate Zoe's Mama's Bread at Odoko Waterways near Pogas Furnitures on the Malam Carnation Highway. And so if you go there, you can purchase more, and then everything will go on well with you. They are also on Instagram. So if you go to Instagram, if you want some of their bread or their service, you can go there, and then you test some of the bread that they have there. If you get to Instagram, you just type Zoe's Mama's Bread, then you get them. You can call them on this number 0557 0557 484957 0557 484957. Zoe's Mama's Bread. You need to taste them, and then everything will be well with you. My name once again is Davido Alejandro dos Santos, and today I told you that we have only one issue to address here. And I happen to be the only one who will address this issue right away here. But before I bring out any argument or any agenda, I want you to take a look at this video, and then when we come back, I have more to lament on that video. Yesterday, there was a press conference by the minority leader, Honorable Haruna Idrisu, there on the LGBTQI bill. And so let's watch the video, and then when we come back, I have more to say about that.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen of the press, the collective morality and natural order of things rests on the hands of Ghana's 275 parliamentarians, majority and minority, so that when we pass this anti-LGBTQI bill and all the righteousness it represents, men will say 1,000 years from today that this was our finest hour in every sense of that expression, and we want to be recognized historically as belonging to this category of persons. Indeed, I've heard arguments about the remit and context of Article 108 of the Constitution. I look forward to addressing a joint press conference with my colleague, the majority leader, because we only can build consensus on one matter. We only can build consensus on one irresistible fact, that we stand opposed to the introduction, formalization, and legalization of LGBTQI rights in Ghana. Article 108, for those of you who want me to quote, Parliament shall not, unless the bill is introduced or the motion is introduced by or on behalf of the President. We've gone beyond this. The bill has been introduced, and the bill has been referred accordingly to a committee of Parliament in accordance with this constitution and our standing orders. And those of you who are familiar with lawmaking, may I refer to my standing orders. It does not mean that Speaker Alban Sumana Bakben will reduce himself when we get to the nitty-gritty of the consideration stage of the bill in accordance with the standing orders of the Parliament of Ghana. Be assured, we in the minority will insist a clause-by-clause vote on every word, every accompanying sentence. We will insist on a vote, including amendment to any provision. We are saying that when it comes to the important subject of the promotion of proper human sexual rights and Ghanaian Family Values Bill 2021, we will do what is legally needful within the 1992 Constitution.
Okay, so that was the press conference that happened yesterday by the minority leader, Honorable Haruna Iddrisu. But let me say this, okay? Why are we wasting our time on this issue? If we know that this act, we are not going to accept it, why are we wasting our time on it? This issue, it happens not today, long ago. And we said we are not going to accept it. So I don't know the reason why Parliament is still delaying to pass on the bill. We have other things to talk about. And I don't know the reason why we will be talking about this LGBTQI. Why? Don't we have anything to do? We have said it clear that this kind of act, we are not going to accept it. So I don't know the reason why we are still keeping this and we are talking about this whilst we have other things to talk about. This is, for me, I don't see the relevance of this, because we said we don't like it. And we are wasting time. The majority will come, they will say this, the minority will also come. So this common bill that they will pass, why? I'm beginning to think twice, because I'm disappointed in some of our leaders, people that I'm waiting for them to speak on this issue. Still, they have not said anything about this. They have not. So does it mean that some people or some of us in the Parliament House, we are involved in this kind of act? If no, then why are we wasting time to pass on the bill? And because of how we address issues in this country, people has taken it to a different level. Because I can see that in this country, we only address issue the shallow way. There's no fear attached to what we are doing. And because of how we are wasting time, people have used it and they are beginning to do something that is against the law. This is something that is in the Constitution that we are not going to accept it. And if the Americans will be using their visa to corrupt our mind or corrupt some of our MPs' mind, then I'm saying that that is not the only country. Kudos to Sam George, Honorable Sam George. He's doing well when it comes to this kind of issue. I took my time to listen to the interview with CNN with my colleague. He's not actually my colleague, because the question that he's asking, I will not ask that question. Larry. And I can say that we shouldn't be giving them a listening ear, because if we said we don't want to accept gayism and lesbianism in this country, that should be final. We shouldn't be wasting our time. Honorable Sam Job, you are doing well, but what I'm saying is that we shouldn't be wasting time. If they call you, if they are saying this, we can't be living in the country whereby we'll be talking about one issue and we are not done up to now. Why? I'm asking you why. And because of that, It led to 90 boys are sodomized. 19 boys. And up to now, they are not taking any tangible action against that. 19 boys. Where a teacher, a social studies teacher, sodomized 19 boys. Because of the delay, you see that some people are using the act. And up to now, as I'm speaking to you now, they have not said anything about that. And I'm so disappointed in Ghana Education Service. As I'm speaking to you now, they have not said anything. They have not spit a word on that kind of act. And it will continue. Does it mean that I'm asking you, Ghana Education Service, Ministry of Education, I'm asking this question right now. If you are watching me right now, I'm asking one question. Is it because your children are not in that school? Or is it because it's a Saito school? That's why you don't care about this? Is it because these children are not your family members? That's why you don't care about this? Up to now, you are not speaking any words among that. I don't know. So that is my question to you right now. Because we are waiting for the Ghana Education Service to speak on this kind of act. But still, when we talk, we call on Ministry of Gender and Social Protection. They also came with their sweet words. They even promised us that they are going to provide the children psychological support. But as I'm speaking to you now, since the incident happened, they have not. They have just promised and failed. And we are in this country. Let me tell you, if you are caught in this kind of act, promise me, we'll deal with you. Because this is not our culture. And we can't accept it. Maybe you are doing it. We have not seen you yet. But if we see anybody found or caught in that kind of act, if you like, open to Leviticus chapter 20 verse 13. It is there. Anybody who is watching me right now, it is there clearly. Leviticus chapter 20 verse 13. Yechiwa yankasa yebe yamon. Because our leaders, for me, I would say it here, I don't think they are thinking about us. That is what is on your screen. Leviticus 20, chapter 13. There clearly, if a man also lie with mankind as he lieth with, okay, it will come. Okay, if a man also lieth with a man as he lies with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. This has nothing to do with gay sex. And God, so that is the quotation that is there. So that is an abomination. And so when we caught you in that kind of act, you'll be dealt with. And so, please, let us make it clear to each and everyone in this country. If still our leaders are prolonging this kind of issue, then we, the citizens, will take the law and will deal with that. And I'm waiting for Ghana Education Service to come and say a word about these 19 boys who are sodomized. Because up to now, as I'm speaking to now, they have not. And this is not the first time that kind of act is happening in schools. Maybe you have forgotten. I'll remind you. On 1st June 2011, a mathematics teacher of Adisade College in Cape Coast was alleged to have sodomized some students. I don't know whether my producer, I can mention the teacher's name. Okay. My producer said I can't mention the teacher name. But this is not the first time. So I'm giving you the records. Also on 22nd March 2018, a 21-year-old teacher was also caught sodomizing a class 1 people. Class 1, 21 years. Also, on 20th June 2020, a 30-year-old class 3 teacher, I don't want to mention his name, sodomized a 12-year-old boy. And so, and this 2021, we are also experiencing that. And because they have kept quiet on this kind of issue, is still ongoing. Should we continue and be experiencing that? I'm even waiting for them that they will come out and they will say that this is not the first time that this kind of act is happening in some of the schools. So these are the steps that we are taking to be able to monitor the schools so that this kind of act will stop. But up to now, because they don't care, their children are in different schools. Even some of their children are outside the country, so they don't care about us. If it were to be you, will you keep quiet on this kind of act? So I told you I only have one story, and that's why I'm here. So my question to you, Ministry of Education, Ghana Education Service, if you are watching me right now, shame unto you for not doing a proper work. And we have given you that. You are to make sure you have taken those teachers to these schools and you put the children into their hands. A social studies teacher who is supposed to teach these children how to live a good life in society, them rather. And we are keeping this act and we are keeping this issue, and we don't want to speak against that. Thank you so much. If they will not speak, they will hear from us again. But this time around, we shouldn't be wasting time on this kind of act. We shouldn't be wasting time passing the bill on this LGBTQI. But anyone who is found, I'm telling you, because we are not going to accept that. My name is Davido Alejandro dos Santos. I told you you can watch us live on Facebook as Generation Leaders, and also on YouTube, Gen Leaders TV. We are also there. You like, you comment, and then you share the video to a friend to also have a view of that. And I told you that this time around, we are not coming to joke. If you see me here, it's about the country. It's about my mom, my dad, my brothers, my sisters who cannot speak, who their words cannot reach our leaders. That's why, Davido, I am here to speak for them. Because what is going on in the country is not something that is well. It's going on well with us. So please, let us all stand and fight against this LGBTQI, because we are not going to accept it. And our leaders, they should keep on. I know some of them, and they said they will pass the bill. So I'm waiting for the bill. If this bill come out and some people vote against it, then that should tell you that some of our leaders, they are also part. And we'll do a proper investigation and we'll get them. We'll get them. We'll promise get them. I promise you on that. I'm ending the Bring It On here, and then King George is coming your way with another discussion that you will love it. So keep and stay with your television set. My name is Davido Alejandro dos Santos. Good evening.
We are the world.